Hi, Virgo. Happy solar return, Virgo. I'm so excited about your season and reading for you guys this week. Let's take a look at the last week. If you're new, subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. Right now it is Moon Body Virgo. All right, let's get into it for you guys. Virgo, it's really important for you to really zoom out. You're getting a lot of messages from Spirit about your own creativity, your own radical authenticity, being the real you, and being in environments and relationships that support your narrative of reality, your authenticity, who you really are, and what you're creating. That's really in focus for you right now. So authenticity, originality, and getting a bigger picture of where you can express that is really important this week. And the reason I say that is because the first messages that came out for you this week are canary spirit, sing your own song. And then a challenge for you is moth spirit, surrender now. You really do need to see the bigger picture with giraffe spirit. So there's something that you've been a little maybe low-key obsessed with or hanging on to. Moth spirit is like Colette. This is Colette Baron-Reid's Spirit of the Animal Oracle deck. All of the messages that she delivers, she has this way of being really gentle and compassionate and constructive, even when she's delivering kind of a tough love message. Moth spirit is like the real tough love message in this deck, which is there's been something that you've been kind of hanging on to that you really need to let go of. Worst case scenario, it was like an obsession. Best case scenario, it's just, I think that some of you were really trying to hang in there and make it work in a situation. I also see that around you, there was maybe gaslighting and a grooming narrative, and maybe you were in a dysfunctional system of some kind, and you'd been trying to keep things, like you'd been trying to be cooperative, you've been trying to sing the song and stay in rhythm with everybody else, but you're just realizing, no, this is kind of bullshit. This isn't working. I'm not going to sing your narrative. I'm going to sing my own song, because the canary is about singing your own individual song and standing out and being different. I think there have been some people around you that didn't like that. And I think you know that. And you're like, I need to surrender now to a situation where there's been like denial about pain that's happened, gaslighting. Like I need to stop trying to make it work or fit into that system and sing my own song. If you zoom out, you'll see that. You really need to look at the bigger picture right now. Like, what have you been trying to make work that you just need to surrender and let go of? What have you been obsessed about that you can't stop thinking about, looping on? It's taking you away from your own authenticity. I'm also hearing that some of you, and this could be in the reverse, but I don't think so. You have to take it as it resonates for you. Some of you are recognizing that like 5 people have told a story in a certain way, but there's this one person that has a different story. You're starting to realize, like someone is starting to realize that they're, like the lyrics that they're singing, everyone's starting to notice that they're off key, they're off tune, they're not singing the same tune as everyone else. I think you'll be able to spot bullshit and liars right now. You'll notice the person who doesn't tell the story the same as everybody else. And it's just reminding you of how sometimes authenticity can get us scapegoated, right? I think you have been scapegoated in some different situations, Virgo, and it's time for you to let go of those scenarios, stop trying to make it work, see the bigger picture, and find a place where you are supported to sing your own song. This might be playing out in career because your astrological influences for the week are, there's going to be a strong focus on your 10th house, but we also have the planet of Uranus influencing you right now, and a big catalyst or challenge is the North Node. It's important to check your North Node and Uranus placements. Check and see if there's anything influencing your 10th house. That's going to tell you your strengths and weaknesses. So this may be a week of radical change and rebellion. Uranus comes out when we've hit a glass ceiling, and it's like, look, there's no more lessons to be learned here. There's no more room to grow here. You've got to break out of something that's very familiar that you've been doing over and over and over again. Like Uranus comes in when it's like, That's so 2006, you guys. Like, we need to update, we need to innovate, we need to advance, we need to move forward, we need to free ourselves from something, and we need to be willing to accept radical change, new points of view, doing things differently. Be ready for a surprise within yourself this week with Uranus coming out. Like, it's time to do things completely new and different. And the card says change. A change in authority is happening, and a change in career may be happening. Like, the 10th house is about our achievements and our status and the things that we're proud of, external to us, our manifestations in the outside world. So there may be a change in authority, leadership, or career for you. You do need to think about the future. Spirit is asking you to lean into the highest qualities of your Uranus placement and lean into the highest traits of your North Node, because this is like your spiritual RX. If you want to change in authority, you want to change in prestige and what you're doing to feel accomplished in life, Virgo, you're going to need to step outside of your comfort zone and lean into that North Node and that Uranus, those Uranus traits for you. Because you've maybe hit a glass ceiling, you might be outgrowing something. And it will be a step outside of your comfort zone. You will need to sing your own song. So, like, think about the future right now and get the bigger picture. And watch out for people's individual storylines. I think you're trying to move in a direction that will allow you more independence, more fairness and balance in life. It looks like you want to free yourself from something that's been holding you down. I think that's why the Surrender Now card came out. Because you want to be able to be more authentic. Some of you are thinking about like being entrepreneurs, working for yourselves, going off and doing more creative projects. You don't want to be held back in any systems the way you have been previously. Your mantra this week is, I am the creator, and you need to believe you're capable. You're coming out as the magician, and you are the magician. So pretty crafty, pretty slick, pretty amazing right now. You are a manifester right now. It may be towards creativity. Everything around me began as a thought. My clothes, my home, and even the roads I drive on were just once thoughts. When I take the time to contemplate my surroundings, I grasp all of the thoughts that took place to create the world. Likewise, my thoughts have created things. My thoughts create my actions and thereby create my life as I know it. Therefore, I strive to think about my desires optimistically. I am the creator. Holy crap, because look, this is how you're being seen. You are the creator of optimism. You are waking up your own inner child as the magician and the sun. I think you're feeling really happy about Virgo season. I think you feel very empowered. I think you feel idealistic, individualistic. I'm hearing that you're proud of yourself. You're proving something to yourself. You are the creator of your own optimism and you are aware of it. But right now you might feel like you're not capable. Some of you with I'm capable, sing your own song, get the bigger picture, step outside of a comfort zone. I feel like Spirit is saying, I feel like they're saying to you, Virgo, look, I think you and I both know that you're quite the creator and you're quite capable. But now is not the time to play by other people's rules. Now is not the time to copy another person's genius. You're not copycats typically. And it's time to believe in yourself. Believe that you're capable, okay? Obstacles are only as large as I believe them to be. I can achieve anything I desire with comfort and ease. I have all the necessary tools to reach my goals. Yes, you do. The magician has all his tools. You have everything you need. And the optimism. Leo's like, woohoo, let's go, Virgo. Fuck yeah. Like, you have to believe you're capable, okay? You have everything, you have all the tools you need to reach your goals. And I love what it says. When I lead with positivity and love, helpful people show up to aid my endeavors. I am capable. Virgo, as long as you're singing your own song and you're doing things your own way, creating your own happiness, it's like you're stepping out on your own and singing your own song. You don't need to worry about what other unsupportive people are doing. You're going to attract more supportive people. I think that you are, and I think people that wanted to hold you to like an old grooming narrative just to hold you down are pissed off that they can't control you anymore. That's what I'm seeing here. It's like other people from the past are mad that they can't control you. You're singing your own song. You're like, I've got my own narrative here and I'm creating it. I'm the creator of my life and my own happiness. It's all major arcana. For some reason, when I got the Surrender Now card, the Moth Spirit, I had a feeling that maybe some of you had a shadow side activation going on right now. That's totally okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Our shadow traits exist. They represent our old wounds. I do think someone is triggered by you right now. And as a result, that might also trigger you and your shadow side. So I was like, okay, if Virgo is dealing with a shadow trait or a shadow aspect of themselves or life, maybe this is someone else's shadow trait. What is it? And I got anger and chains and revenge. The challenge is the child that I was meant to be. Now, I do have some stuff about children and family here. So this may be about childhood or children or family. Some of you feel like you got a raw deal. You never got to be the child that you were meant to be, that you wanted to be, that you deserved to be. And with the sun showing up and the Magician, I think that right now you're championing your own innocence and you're the champion of your own inner child, which is I want to go back in time and sort of have a do-over and allow my inner child to be happy and heal and create things and learn and discover its own power. And I think that for some of you, the shadow that you're dealing with is you never got a chance to do that when you were young. It may be a concern about your own children now. There is anger that's chaining you, and there is a desire for revenge. Virgos are actually pretty good at revenge because of that Magician archetype that you carry, but it's not your style. You're not interested in fighting. You're also not interested in fucking with people, but you do like a little bit of a game. I notice you don't like social games though. But I think that this week, some of you will have to face feelings of wanting revenge because you're angry about something. And the part of you that's angry is the inner child. So if that resonates for you, just spend some time thinking about that. Like, it's really great that you're being seen as creating optimism, freeing yourself from things that were holding you back. It's really good that you're doing that, but you've got this other part of you that maybe just wants you to hold space for it. Like, hey, I want revenge. I'm angry and I feel chained and I really need you to help this part of me heal because I definitely want to keep being optimistic. You may be having a fight with your own shadow side right now. Like, no, we're fucked up and we're hurt and we were manipulated and we manipulate and we played games and it was just awful. And it's all about revenge and anger. And this other part of you is like, no, it's not. That sounds horrible. Like, no, it's not. Some of you, what I'm seeing here is a representation of like your shadow self not wanting to let you heal. And you're like, you're either going to heal with me, shadow self, or you're not. And I think that that may be triggered by people around you. Okay, so watch out for people triggering you into anger that chains you and binds you to them, and revenge. And again, it could all be about children, childhood. I'm hearing that a few of you, there is a woman, it might be like your mother-in-law or a grandmother. She doesn't know her place. She's sort of histrionic and narcissistic. She doesn't know her place. Like, she's mad that she doesn't have more control over you and your kids and the family. She wants to be important and she's not, and she's losing her footing. She's losing control. And she's seeing you like create your own happiness, your own life. You and your family and your kids are stable, all that. And she's just becoming less and less relevant. I'm hearing there may be like a mom or a mother-in-law that's like she would have married her own son and had kids with him if she could have. It's one of those deals. Like, keep that family member out of the way. I'm hearing there's some weird, gross stuff happening with family. Of course, you have to take that as it resonates for you. So those are your oracle messages. Remember that you're the capable creator. If any of you were thinking about quitting your day job or getting out of a system that's not working for you and like striking out on your own as an entrepreneur or all that, Spirit greatly approves. But I think people are about to lose you. I think you might have been a scapegoat for someone, or they might have been using you for supply in some way, and now they can't. Because the overall energy of the person coming towards you or around you is the Seven of Swords. Sneaky, and they're a liar too. They play games. They don't want to see the past for what it really was. And I know that because the way they're feeling is the Seven of Wands. Whoa, there's something that they don't like. You're being seen as the Magician and the Sun. And I'm like, okay, so I think you were the bad guy in someone's story and they're just ticked off that you no longer are. Also, I think that there might have been a chance for like making something right and healing, and one of you wants to do that and the other one doesn't. I have to take that as it resonates, because you're being seen as the Magician and the Sun. So creating forgiveness, optimism, happiness, transformation. What you need to know, or your advice, is the Ten of Cups, and there's anger. So this looks like a family thing, kids as well maybe, but then the final outcome you got too. For the final outcome, you got the Nine of Cups to the Three of Cups. I think you're smugly satisfied. I think you're leaving a system that people thought you would stay in, and it's like you're creating your own happiness, your own family, your own tribe. You know that you're on the right track, and someone else or people around you are like, how fucking dare you be happy and go off on your own and make your own happiness? I don't like that. I'm mad at you. I'm jealous of you. It's so bizarre. And I'm like, this is so weird. And you've been really guarded with this situation. Like there's been an avoidance of a conversation, but you think about it. You've been very quiet. You've thought about it, or they've thought about you. You're moving towards healing. Your fate and destiny are changing. There may be a fire sign that you want to fix things with. That cycle may play out again as well. If there was a cycle with a fire sign, stay focused on your creativity. Think about the bigger picture. Think about the future. Think about your own authenticity. Again, someone is not supportive of your authenticity. I also think someone's going to try to hurt your feelings with a social event and try to leave you out or something like that. It's not going to work. So with this Seven of Swords, tricky, tricky, sneaky, sneaky, Gemini energy. This is weird. Clarifying, this is the Eight of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Moon. So this is, I don't want to confront something. The Ten of Swords is, there was pain, but there's also a lack of clarity and some illusion. This person is confused about something that happened. There's something that they don't want to see. Their own pain, your pain. There's something that they're avoiding. If it's a health issue, they really need diagnostic testing, because they're fond of imagining the worst. And they also lack an accountability. It's like, no, 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 no. I don't want to see the pain. I don't want to. They might have hurt you and they don't want to admit it. They're confused about that. They're confused about what really happened. They're confused about an ending that was painful. And the way they feel about you is the Seven of Wands. Now, if you're showing them something, like you're coming and saying, hey, there's this healing, there's this happiness, there's this transformation, there's this freedom, there's this balance. Let's do this. They're like, no, 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 I don't like that. Leave me alone. I think this person just doesn't like what they see. Because clarifying, this is the Page of Swords, the Hermit, there you are, and the Six of Cups. Some of you are dealing with another Virgo, maybe a Pisces. There's a lot of air here, maybe an air sign. I think they watch you. I think that you haven't really talked to them. And there's something about the memories. You may send them something positive and show them something positive, and they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear anything positive from you, and they don't want to see you doing anything positive. And yet they keep a close eye on you. And every time they see you glowing and healing and shining, they hate it. This sort of pisses me off for you, because I think you're one of the most wonderful signs. You would never hurt a fly. You don't like to fight. You don't put your energy towards that. And it's like, why would someone do this to Virgo? I hate that for you. It's something about the past. Like you've let something go. Like you've got nothing, but this might be like they've watched you on social media and they've seen you put a post up, or they've seen you like turn over a new leaf. And you have a lot of positive things to say. Like your knowledge has been transmuted into wisdom. And now like you're less negative, you're less vengeful. Even though we got shadow stuff about anger and vengeance, maybe that's someone else's problem. And again, they may trigger you with it. They want you to be angry and vengeful with them. It could have been something from childhood that was involved too, and you just won't. And they're like, no, I don't see this the same way you do. I don't want you to show me this. I don't want to believe that. I don't like that you've got nothing but wise, knowledge now, and a lot of compassion and a lot of forgiveness. And it's like, you've just put everything behind you, and they know that, and they don't like that. They can't get you to be in the same narrative with them. And here's the proof over here. We'll get to it in a minute. What you need to know, or your advice, is the 10 of Cups. Clarifying this is the 8 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. Okay, watch out, Virgo. This could be a family thing. It also could be like a community thing, a neighborhood thing. I think there's a lot of jealousy and objectification and anger. Watch out. This person may try to infiltrate your family or friend circle because they can't get you to do what they want. Watch out for doing that with someone else as well. You just need to walk away and go towards your support system. That's your advice. That's your sweet revenge, and you don't owe them any explanation. If you got the last word, just slip away and keep moving on. You're never going to see what happened in the past the way this person does. You each have a different version of what happened. And there is a bit of lying, gossip, tit for tat. There may have been a controlling liar in a family or something like that. I'm also hearing that some of you like refuse to raise your kids the way your parents raised you. Like this could be family, like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. That's not what happened in the past. I have better memories than that. Don't make me admit to the fact that something hurt. It could be like family or family members that just don't like your version of what's going on. You need to know that they're still going to lie. They're still going to be shitty. They're going to be mad. They're not going to be supportive. They don't understand you. I'm hearing some of you had like a mom or a dad that really had it in their head what kind of person you were going to be when you grew up, and then you're just being your own person, and they're really mad and they don't like that. I'm also hearing someone has a sister that feels like they were just left to deal with the family. You're like, well, I'm sorry, sis. You can hang out with the drama and the toxicity. I got my own happiness to create. And I'm hearing a person be like, how dare you leave me with this mess? They don't want to admit to what really happened. They also don't want to see the pain. It's weird. They're mad, they're jealous, but the final outcome is the 9 of Cups and the 3 of Cups. And the clarification is the Ace of Swords, the 6 of Swords, and the 7 of Wands. I feel like this is you saying, actually, you can stay off my lawn. I know I'm going in the right direction. I'm moving into a time in my life where I have like friends, community, fellowship. Like I'm fat, happy, and satisfied. This is really fun. I'm really happy. Spirit thinks you're on the right track. Just move on and don't listen to this. This may be also like, there may be some kind of like a family get together that's planned. Maybe it's for your birthday or something like that. There could be a chance for like happiness and healing, but only if this person gets their way. I think this is what you're doing. Like you're going in the right direction. You're like, I have friends. I have wish fulfillment. I know that I made the right choice. I know that I'm moving on. I'm creating more independence. I'm like more creative. I'm like working for myself, doing fun things for myself. And this is, no, how dare you? How dare you leave this community, this family, this group, this whatever? Like, we don't like that. Do they not want you to be happy? This is weird. So the person in your energy, the cards that came out for them out of my oracle deck is networking. I'm seeing a different side of you, and freeze response. Through networking, and through the grapevine, and we got the Five of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Three of Cups here. So there is going to be gossip, hearsay, people shit talking, or maybe I think that people have said positive things about you to someone, and now that they're seeing that side of you, they're seeing a different side of you, and now they're having a freeze response. I was like, what? And their pride and ego is bruised. This is weird. Also, out of this person gaslighting you and missing you, ghosted, but they still have something to say. You may have ghosted this person, or they may have ghosted you. They miss you. This is kind of effed up. I was like, what the hell? This is a lot of drama for Virgo, in spite of all your beauty over here. Virgo, some of you have someone in your life that misses you because you were their favorite person to gaslight. Like, they miss you and they want things to be different, but they also gaslight you. Like, this whole thing here is, no. I don't want to believe that I hurt you in the past. Don't you dare hold me accountable for that. I have a very skewed, delusional, fucked up view of all this, and I'm wearing a blindfold about it. Like, this person has lied in the past, gaslit you, and ghosted you. It's like, oh, were you their favorite scapegoat and now they've lost you? I've actually been talking about that with my clients a lot lately, my one-on-one coaching clients. Like, if you're the scapegoat in like a system, a family system, or in a work environment, or in a community, when you leave, that whole system they lost their scapegoat. And I think that this person lost you as a scapegoat in some way. And they're seeing a side of you that's making them freeze. Who freezes over seeing a person happy and successful? A jealous, vengeful gaslighter that somehow is connected to family and children, or maybe it's the past. It's like, whatever. They see themselves as the Page of Swords, so they're watching you. This kid looks like he's about to bust a vein. Like, actually could be a child, a young person. There could be kids involved. We've got quite a few kid cards. Take it as it resonates, though. But this person's watching you. The way they're feeling is, well, I don't know what to do here. And their action towards you is the Nine of Wands. They're guarded. I was like, why? Why is the Nine of Wands here? The Two of Swords, they have a decision to make about the Magician and the Page of Cups. Okay, some of you have invited a person to something. Maybe you've made an amends to them. Maybe you've said nothing but happy things, and they're like, F you, I'm still mad. That is not how I remember it. I don't care that you're happy. I don't care that you're better. I don't care. I don't want to talk to you. If you're trying to get a person to talk to you, they don't want to. I think that they just don't it's like they didn't want you to be happy or heal. They do think about reaching out, but they want to make it happen. They want to be the one that's in control. Yeah, it's like, might be some weird power play, family dynamic thing going on. Because we got a card of authority, the 10th house card is about career and prestige, but I noticed the card says authority. You may have more authority than someone else now, and they don't like that. This is creating change. I think you're creating change that's having a ripple effect on a lot of other people, and you're not even aware of it. Because that Uranus card is about shattering illusion, breaking out of things that no longer serve you. Yeah, you're the catalyst for change right now. But you're in a bit of a weird place. I want revenge. Okay, we've got a second revenge card. This will backfire. Don't do it. Why is this important? Because pride and ego bruise. But karma is a bitch. Stay grounded, traditional. Okay, look. I think this week there's going to be this weird thing that plays out. Could be family dynamic stuff too. And a part of you will be vengeful. Like, I want revenge. Is this kill them with kindness or kill them with the glow up? You may be somewhat vengeful because we do have the Nine of Cups here. And you're like, why is this important? And the thing is, Virgo, like, you're creating your happiness, death, justice, and the Star. Like, you've gone through this massive transformation. You've created balance, fairness, and honesty in your life, and you're moving on to innovation, freedom, and healing. This is what people see you doing. This is what you're doing. This is just about the most powerful card combination I've seen in a very long time in a general reading. So whatever the hell you're doing, keep doing it. You will move into a new place of support, but your old supporters that called themselves friends and family, they are not going to like it. And you just need to get away from this situation. It's like someone doesn't want to lose you. And a part of you does want to step into your lower self and be vengeful and like get back at them. Like do something just to hurt them so you can be smugly satisfied. But you already know that that's not the way to go, because your higher self is like, this is going to backfire. Don't do it. And why is this important? Like, this isn't important. Everyone's having a little bit of an ego battle, apparently. And it's all over like who's happy, who's popular, who's friends with who still talks to who. I am definitely picking up on like family politics, friendships and stuff like that. I think you need a degree of separation from family and old familiar comfort zones, because it's not as comfortable and supportive as you think. Like someone's just seeing a side of you that they don't like, and it's making them freeze. You look like you just do not care. You are up on your high horse. Some of you have just gotten some kind of a big win, or you're like ignoring stuff. You are the Nine of Cups. This is you. Like you're end of the month, you're going to hang out with friends. You're going to do fun stuff. You're going to have these moments where you're like, God damn, my life is so full. I am so happy. I'm moving on. And other people around you are like, how dare you for moving on and being happy? You're like, drinks on the house. Don't let the door kick you in the ass on the way out. Your action is temperance, Sagittarius. You're like, I love this. Cold shoulder. Some of you have Sag in your chart, and it's really coming out strong, where you're like, I'm happy, I'm good, I'm ignoring all of this. I see you people seeing me. Yeah, I know you're jealous of my success. Bye. But underneath this, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, there is a part of you that looks back over your shoulder and has some regrets. And a part of you does still want to be acknowledged by this system and this group. You may have to be around them, especially with the Ten of Cups here and the Three of Cups. This could be pretty close, like family, the neighborhood, the community. I'm hearing that you felt like children in a family or in a community were not very supported. Maybe you weren't supported. This could have a lot to do with your own family and the past. And a part of you is like, you know, a part of me really wants to stay here and see if they'll heal with me, and they'll acknowledge me, and they'll move forward. You may be invited to something by people who want to just sweep something under the rug that really hurt you. I think if you say no, it will make you feel sad, but you'll never show it on the surface. It's like you could go back and try to fix this with this person, but I don't think you really want to do that, Virgo, because on the surface, you're ignoring it. You feel the need to ignore it and just be like, cheers to you, I'm happy. Keep focusing on your personal accomplishments and your happiness, and keep, like, temperance equals like spiritual sobriety, emotional sobriety, calm, cool, and collected. I've got plenty to be happy about. No sudden moves for me. If you were trying to get a reaction out of me, it didn't work. And you guys are stoic on the surface like that, but underneath it will bother you. And you'll think, well, maybe I can work it out. Here's what you need to know though, Virgo, is that they're mad to see you moving forward, and they're going to bring up things that you know aren't really important. Also, someone isn't sure whether they should move towards you or not because they're really motivated by the need to kind of control. And there's been some lies and deception. I'm going to do an extended reading because something went down with this person or these folks in this situation. And there may be an opportunity for healing through like a party or a family event. I'm hearing something about like a graduation or being accepted into a school or something. And there could be this healing thing. But I don't 100% trust this person's intentions, because if they're doing this, If they did that before, they're going to do it again. I'm angry. I'm jealous. I'm going to tell lies. I am going to do an extended because I don't want a part of you that still kind of wants revenge, that is still angry, to be triggered by a person, because I think it would take you out of this happiness and this freedom and this inner child glow up. I think it would distract you away from all of that. I don't want this person to distract you away from all of that. So I am going to do an extended to see the potential of that. If you feel like you need the extended, the link to that will be at the top. But it's about your authority, moving into the future, singing your own song, letting go of old narratives that you've been kind of looping on, and knowing that you are a capable creator. You have got it in you. You have got what it takes. Okay? Let go of whoever else you're pissing off, making jealous, or disappointing, because it's all about you and your creations right now and your authenticity. It's time for that change, Virgo. All right? I hope this helps. I hope you guys have a great week. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Virgo. Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.